agitated by mental afflictions like craving and jealousy and that, we're suffocating our creativity, in fact. If we can reduce and eliminate these mental afflictions, our mind will become more still, and you'll find creativity has more space to manifest. So by reducing mental afflictions, you'll find that creativity will improve. And now, often we're creative for a little bit of a selfish motivation. Look at me, how wonderful a musician or artist I am. Whereas if we reduce and eliminate our mental afflictions, not only will we become more creative, but we'll be more creative for a more meaningful reason, rather than as a self-gratification or showing off. We'll use our creativity to benefit the world. I think these are the truly great creative people, the ones who use their creative talents to inspire others to benefit the world. So if we reduce our attachment and other mental afflictions, we'll become more creative, and we'll become creative for a better reason. So if we reduce and eliminate attachment, we'll enjoy the simple pleasures in life more, our relationships will improve, and we'll become more creative. So win, win, win. Any question before we take a tea break?
I have a question on attachment.
Sure.
If, for example, I'm in a relationship with someone and I don't have an attachment, okay? For example.
Impossible.
For example, okay? Does that mean that I won't get insulted ever, and I won't get ever I will be okay with every behavior he ever does?
No, I hope you won't be, because that's pathological. What you will find is, as you reduce attachment and aversion and other mental afflictions, in terms of being okay, what you will find is you won't react to their behavior. You won't react with anger, hatred, and so forth. So it won't be like be okay and just accept everything they do. That's pathological. That's not helpful. Instead of not reacting, you'll respond. So if they're behaving in a bad way, you won't react with anger. Rather, you'll respond with compassion, because you'll see that they're suffering and you'll want to help them. So that's what you'll find.
But can I get hurt from someone who I love without attachment?
The only one that can hurt you is yourself. Because let's say someone says some nasty, horrible things to you. Mm-hmm. What actually are you perceiving? You're perceiving some sound waves hitting the eardrum. That's all. No? That's it. Mm-hmm. Is that hurting? No. What's hurting is you're interpreting that way and you're having aversion. So you're creating the suffering yourself through your aversion. So if we reduce these mental afflictions, rather than reacting to that with aversion and suffering, and then getting angry at them for saying those things, what you'll find is that, particularly as you reduce ignorance, this grasping onto independent me will drop away, so their aggressive words have no target. And what will happen is you'll hear those words and you'll see that person's really screwed up. They're really disturbed, they're having a miserable time, and they're just reacting because they don't know what to do. And so there'll be no target for their words, so you won't go, oh. Rather you'll see that that person is suffering mentally a lot, and compassion will just come forth, and you'll try to help that person as best you can.
That I understand, but if you take it to a more kind of, if you increase the situation, if this person is killing some other person,
then that compassion would leap into action immediately, and you would restrain that person. You would use physical force if you needed to restrain that person.
But I will still have some, I don't know, bad feelings towards the person who killed some other person who I care about.
No. Like, let's say, because that person's just mentally disturbed. Let's say for example, you had a child, and that child has got a mental illness, and because of that, that child is always yelling at you and beating you. Do you get angry at that child?
Not angry, but I can get insulted. I can get hurt.
Yeah, but your behavior to the child, do you attack the child because they're doing that? No, because you know they're mentally disturbed. Same, this person's mentally disturbed. So of course you try and restrain the child from harming you and harming others, yes, like that person. If that person is engaging in harmful behaviour, you don't just sit there, oh, that's okay. That's not compassion. Compassion would leap into action. If we can do something to restrain that person from harming themselves and others, we would do it immediately without feeling personally attacked or insulted.
I don't understand how feelings work when there's no attachment.
Sorry?
I don't understand how feelings work. Feelings like getting hurt or insulted or stuff like that when there's no attachment.
Exactly. You can't get hurt.
I just don't get hurt ever.
No, you mean from bad... I mean, of course they can...
Some,
I mean, they can physically hurt you by breaking your arm.
Yeah.
But you mean like through words?
Through actions as well. If you physically hurt my arm, I will be confused about why you're doing it, or I will have some sort of...
Yeah, but of course your body is damaged.
Yeah.
And that's going to have some pain, of course.
No, but I'm talking about the emotional aspect of it.
No.
Okay, so I wouldn't mind.
No, of course you'll mind because it's your body and you want a healthy body. Of course you'll mind.
Okay.
It's not like you're going to sit there, oh, break my arm because it doesn't matter. Of course not. No. You won't want that because damage in the body is not good for your health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what will happen to me emotionally?
Emotionally, you won't be focused here and going, ooh, poor me, poor me. You'll be focusing on that person going, wow, that person's really screwing themselves up and screwing up everyone around them. What can I do to stop that? What can I do to help that person?
Isn't that condescending?
No, because you'll be using wisdom and compassion. Now what we do with attachment is, I know best, you need to do that. That's all about me. That's condescending. That's attachment. I know best. Whereas if you get rid of that, then you'll simply use wisdom and compassion to try to help that person as best you can. Of course, sometimes our wisdom and compassion is not very well developed and we'll screw up, we'll make a mistake. But we're trying the best we can and we go, oh, that was a mess, I won't do that next time, I know not to do that. But condescending comes from this. I'm better than you. I know what your problem is. You need to do this. That's condescending. Yes.
Because you assume that the other person has a problem. Maybe what he said to you is true and it's,
Yeah, then that's why you use wisdom and compassion. Wisdom goes, maybe that person is being very critical of you. Normally, even if someone's being critical of us and they're telling the truth, we're hurt. No? That's because, oh, poor me is being attacked. But if we don't have that, then the wisdom goes, thank you for highlighting that fault in me. Thank you for that. I need to work on that. Thank you.
If you don't have attachment,
Sorry?
you said if I don't have that,
Yeah, if you don't have the mental afflictions, you won't feel hurt by their critical words. You'll just, as you said, you'll just evaluate. Is what they're saying true? If so, thank you. You're helping me to highlight things I need to improve. If what they're saying is complete gibberish, then we don't need to bother. We don't need to worry about it. But whatever they say, whether it's true or not, if they're attacking us, we often go and we feel hurt, regardless of whether it's true or not. Now,
it's easy to see it when two other people talk.
Yeah.
One tells the others, you are like this. And you observe it from the side. If it's right, maybe the other one should correct it. If it's wrong, that's not nice. We should respond in a nice way. When we're involved, it's very difficult to see it. But common sense.
Actually, there's a very nice, and then we need to have a tea break. There's a very nice saying from great Indian master Shantideva. He said, if a situation can be remedied, why get upset? Just fix it. And if a situation cannot be remedied, what's the point in getting upset? Doesn't help. No? Very simple advice. No? No? Okay. It's not high level. It's not. It's not. It's, and again, it's not high level, but it's very simple, but we find it difficult. Why? Because we're not used to doing it. So again, another piece of advice from Shanti David, he said, no matter how difficult something seems, everything with practice becomes easy. All we need to do is practice, and then it'll become very easy to do this. It's not complicated, but it's difficult because we're not used to doing it. That's all. Anyway, we've got to stop for a break. We'll more questions after the break. So we have a tea break and come back at 3:30.